Hi, this is Dr. Anya. I am business, mostly marketing. So today I'd like to talk about social media, specifically focusing on YouTube. This is an introduction to YouTube, so I would just talk a little bit from an overview perspective. And I am here on my property somewhere in middle Georgia. So that being said, let's jump right into the whole topic. So you may wonder, what is this person talking about when it comes to YouTube? She barely has any subscribers. That's true. But I'm not doing this for subscribers. Remember, you have to focus on your goals and objectives. So what are your goals and objectives? For me, for YouTube channel, my biggest goal is to provide knowledge and some insights and tips and tricks to my students who are learning the subject. Second, I put it on YouTube so that they can, or you can, review it later and a later time, and really anytime once you graduate. And that's a big benefit, because sometimes I get students tell me that, oh, I wish I paid more attention, or I wish I remembered everything you said, because now that I have a business, I actually need all that information. So you will be able to look back and review these videos if you found them helpful. Now, for small business owners like myself, we're in a situation where it's going to get tough, right? Coronavirus has had a major impact on our businesses. I know that for me, as a handmade soap and skincare and hair care maker and owner of such a business, it's going to get really tough because, like I said in the last video, people spending on non-essential. You may think soap and hair care are essential, yes, but mine are more of a luxury item, not like a $1 thing. So those non-essentials, spending on non-essentials, go down. So what is my objective here for this channel? The objective is to give my students information, provide some other business owners with tips and tricks and information how to survive and market their business better. What is not my objective is to grow my subscriber base. Now, it would be, of course, nice if I could monetize this channel, but I don't even have monetizing turned on. First of all, I don't have enough subscribers, I don't produce enough content, and it's also not my objective. Okay? So everything that I'm about to tell you is more of a perspective that I take on this channel, which is provide knowledge. So don't judge me based on what I'm going to tell you, because some of these things I don't do, and it's because of my objectives for this channel. I just don't care. I mean, I care about your learning, but I don't care about new subscribers. That being said, if you'd like to subscribe, feel free to do so. Now, I'm saying this because it's important. It is important for you. What are your objectives? Now, I talked about goals and objectives in the past, and it's important to have them because they sort of guide everything that you do. Everything that you do is supposed to push you toward meeting goals and objectives that you have set for your business or for yourself. So, any content that you create is going to be for sort of to move you closer to your goals and objectives. Sorry, I don't know if you can hear my kids, but they're way up front with my husband because we're all stuck at home. Stay safe, stay home, protect everybody else by staying home during coronavirus. So if you hear them, that's my kids. Anyways, so objectives, important that you create content that supports and move you towards meeting those objectives. Now, why YouTube? Well, YouTube is a great social medium. Like I said a while back, we spent a tremendous amount of time on YouTube. In fact, I can see it all over social media, such as Facebook and Instagram, people saying, oh my goodness, I'm literally addicted to this YouTube channel, and they list the YouTube channel. Or I've been spending so much time on YouTube channel lately, and I love this or that channel, or this person is annoying, whatever, right? So you actually, during this time of staying home, but also outside of it, because we have had a ton of subscribers all over the world, many hours are being watched on YouTube, which means not just during coronavirus, but overall people spend a ton of time on YouTube. So it is a great opportunity for you to create content to but to actually keep your audience engaged, keep your audience interested, build relationship, add value. Which takes me to my next point, adding value. Adding value to your customer, like I always said, is one of the biggest advantages you can bring to the table, right? How can you add value on YouTube? Well, I always say it's the same like video I said last time in the video marketing. You can show them behind the scenes. You can show how things are done. You can show how they're used, how a product is used. That is very important. A lot of people don't want to read. They don't want to read the fine print. They don't want to, they don't want to read. How many times have you tried doing something? You purchased a product that needs to be, from IKEA, for example, put together, and instead of reading instruction, you just went straight to it, right? People don't want to read manuals. If facial cream, people don't want to read it. And I may have instruction on my creams, how and when it should be used, but then people still message me. And that's fine. That's a great way for me to build relationship with my customers. But having a link, a how-to or when to use a product, how to put it together, is a excellent way of using YouTube. You're adding value to your customers. Another way would be to show a little more reality other than creating a product, having a ways of how else the product can be used in different situations. Some products are sort of dual purpose products. So, for example, my shampoo bar can be used if you're traveling as a facial product. So I can talk about this and why it can be used that way, although I don't particularly advertise it as such. What else? Whatever that may be, it's hard sort of to think for me right now about variety of businesses, but even if you are in a service industry, so for example, like our local business is Float Robins, which is a floating therapy. Maybe, actually it's sensory deprivation tank. So you go in and you float on like a little bit of water with tons of salt, like a Dead Sea type of experience. So if I'll link it down below. If you are a service-based business, you may want to talk about how this, how the service may benefit you, how you can use, or maybe how you can prepare for it, right? So when I went first to Float Robins, I was like, okay, this is sort of weird because they told me what to do, what steps to take, but what if I forget? So if I could see a video, what happens before you go in, how to prepare for service, it would ease my anxiety of going in, right? So that's one way a video on YouTube could be used. Another benefit of YouTube over, say, Instagram or Facebook is something that many people don't think about, and it's that YouTube is being sort of rewashed, I would say. So Instagram, you usually see most recent posts, and Facebook, you also see mostly most recent posts, right? And if you want to get to the older posts, you really, really have to scroll through. In theory, in YouTube, it's the same, because if you want to see previous posts, you have to sort of scroll down. But YouTube, due to their algorithms and based on your customers' interest and what they've seen in the past, YouTube tends to show them also older videos. So even if you're creating a bunch of videos and you have some older videos, they can still be sort of matched with your customers later on, even a year later. I know I watch royalty soaps and Katie Carson, and when I was on a watching spree some time ago, like around Christmas time, I think, just because I adore her, suddenly YouTube started showing me videos from a year or 2 years ago. So it's a sort of great way for your videos to re-emerge after a period of time, whereas in Instagram and Facebook, it just doesn't happen that way. Okay? All right. So that's it for today. I am going to cover more tips and tricks on YouTube next time, but this, I think, is a good overview. So remember, number one, your objectives, goals and objectives. Keep in mind your goals and objectives for your business and also for a particular platform. And create content to push you forward with those goals and objectives. Two, always add value, right? Think about what customers may want to watch. And third benefit of YouTube is that it sort of brings back the old videos over and over based on your customer preferences and also really how often your videos are being watched. Okay, so in this case, it does actually pay, not literally, but figuratively, also literally as well, to have many subscribers and many people who have watched those videos so that they can be bumped back up to those who seem to have interest in the topic. All right, that's it for today, and until the next time.